Good evening, everybody. This is Dumpster Cat. Welcome back to yet another Pioneer video and yet another Rock video. Appreciate all your guys' support on the recent videos. We've been getting like 1,000+ views per video, and the subscribers have been going up pretty quickly. So I want to thank you guys so much for that, of course. And yeah, I've just really loved doing this, so I'm really glad that you guys are loving it as well. And so, of course, in today's video, we are back on the Dreadknight plus Questing Beast build, which feels really nice. We have three 3/2s with this list over the past 3 leagues we've played, and then I played an additional league off camera where I went 3/2 again. So the deck feels solid. It doesn't really feel like it has too terrible of matchups. I played against an Omnath deck, Bring to Light Omnath, which felt a little difficult the other day. But other than that, I'm not really scared going into any matchups. Of course, mono green and sacrifice can be difficult at times, but we are coming prepared in the sideboard and even in the main deck for those types of decks. We have not seen Rakdos midrange yet, so of course I would love to see that and how that matchup goes about. Furthermore, we do have a couple community suggestions in terms of certain cards that we may want to keep our eyes on, or even today we are trying out Shaper Sanctuary, which is a community suggestion from you guys, so really appreciate all the support in the comment section. Just another piece to bring in against midrange, control, or even a deck like Sacrifice that can be pretty nice, just protecting our creatures, getting card draw. I did cut the third Invoke Despair just because Invoke can be clunky at times. The mana base is a bit difficult at times to facilitate both Invoke and Scooze in the main deck. So just cutting that down to 2 for the first Shaper Sanctuary, I feel like makes sense. Otherwise the sideboard is completely the same. And I have been pretty satisfied with the sideboard. Yeah, nothing really to scoff at here. I've been pretty satisfied here all around. And then the other suggestion, which I'm not playing today, but I do have my eyes on in the future, but I'm not completely sold on it yet, is the Huntsman's Redemption. Got a lot of suggestions from you guys about this card. And it's really interesting. It's a 3-mana enchantment saga. We get a 3/3 beast as it comes down. Chapter 2, we could sack a creature. If we do, we could just search for a creature or basic land from our library and put it into our hand. And then on Chapter 3, we get like a 4-power boost and, among 2 creatures, and they gain trample. So it's pretty interesting. It does a lot. There's a lot to look at for this card. I think, long story short, it mainly allows us to be a bit more aggressive and just a bit more flexible in terms of what creatures we want to be getting in certain scenarios. Obviously, the magical Christmas land draw is we go like turn 2 Dreadknight, turn 3 Huntsman's Redemption, turn 4 Chapter 2 pops off, we sacrifice Dreadknight, we get the Giant Trigger, of course, so lots of value there. We search our library for like a Sheoldred, a Questing Beast, whichever is more relevant, and then of course it's turn 4, so we have the mana most likely to play that card. So it's pretty nice in terms of that turn 2, 3, 4 scenario. But of course, like I said, that is kind of just magical Christmas land. And otherwise, I am a bit scared that we just don't really have enough 2-drops that we want to be sacrificing, or just enough creatures in general that we want to be sacrificing. Like Dreadknight is really the only card in this deck that I feel comfortable sacrificing, I guess, other than the 3/3 beast that we do get off the card. Like I don't want to be sacrificing Scooze. Like it just like, I feel like to me this card seems like kind of a trap, especially in a deck like this where we are focusing heavily on getting through with our creatures, being able to resolve them at opportune times and get our value with them very effectively and efficiently. And if we're going to be wanting to sacrifice like Glissa or Trespasser with this card, which I feel like of course is going to come up at times, or even a Scooze, then I feel like this is just like not what we want to be doing. Additionally, like I said, we only have 7 2-drops in this deck, and so there is obviously the likelihood that we play this on like turn 3, we get the token, but our opponent just removes the token, and then on turn 4, as Chapter 2 pops off, we have no creatures to sacrifice, and we get pretty much no value whatsoever. We can likely get value out of the Chapter 3 if we do have a creature to play on that on turn 4, but otherwise, I do feel like a card like this is a trap. There's always also the discussion of allowing or having this card to allow us to be more of a toolbox strategy with silver bullet creatures, which is pretty interesting. But again, I feel like that is kind of also a trap, just because oftentimes, it does allow us to be a bit more flexible in terms of having these creatures which are very potent in specific matchups in our main deck, and obviously tutoring them up in those scenarios is pretty nice. But more often than not, in my experience, putting, kind of subpar creatures in our deck is just going to dilute the overall power level and overall consistency of a deck like ours, and in a deck like ours that needs to be kind of like top tier in terms of the cards that we do have access to in terms of playing, because we are, so kind of not really distinguished in the meta. We really want to make sure the cards that we are playing are powerful, consistent, flexible to a certain extent, but more so just very powerful. And I think that's what I've kind of come across here in this 75 at least, and so I'm not really sure how I feel about adding cards like this or even Run and Realmbreaker, just because I feel like they dilute the overall game plan just a bit, and I'm not really sure why we need a card like this. That's kind of what it comes down to, is why would we need a card like this? What gap does it fill? Of course, face value, I feel like this probably just allows us to be a bit more aggressive, but we kind of have that already going for us. We have Dreadknight as a nice aggressive 2-drop, and then more prominently we have Questing Beast, which has been an all-star for me in being aggressive, so I'm not really sure if that's completely necessary. And I guess also, long story short, I don't think that the Huntsman's Redemption or even Ren and Realmbreaker really fit my style of play. Of course, you guys know me, I am a boomer through and through. And I love my Lilianas, I love my Trespassers, Glissas, and so whenever I see another 3-mana card that we can play, I'm a little worried, just because these cards have proven themselves quite a bit to me, and so of course I'm a bit suspect of newer cards like this, but of course probably will try these cards out in the future, just not right now. But hopefully I did not ramble too much, and definitely don't mean any disrespect to the people who suggested these cards. I am, of course, very, very grateful for you guys, and you guys mean the world to me, so definitely feels good to have these suggestions. And of course, these cards will be on my radar, and of course on all of our radars in the future. If you are testing a card like this out, or even Ren and Realmbreaker, please let me know how it goes. I would love to see how it is at its worst, how it is at its best, and yeah, just let me know, because that would be really awesome, I feel like. And yeah, I think that's all that I wanted to touch on for this video. Of course, if you like the video, consider subscribing, liking the video, commenting down below. And with that being said, I will see you guys for the matches. Okay, match number 1. We are on the draw. I guess we could keep this one. Been feeling pretty good about the deck. Ooh, Cruel Guildgate, okay. Can expect some spice from this opponent, it seems like. Gateway Plaza, okay. Okay, so now we have the question of Dread Whispers, trying to get 3rd land, or just play Dreadknight. I think I'll just play my Dreadknight. We have a lot of castable spells otherwise, so if we, miss our land, next turn it's not the end of the world. And we're not under too much pressure. Guild Summit. Okay, so they draw a card, then they could draw more cards. I think I'll just decay that one. I would choose 3rd Trespasser, which is not ideal. But yeah, here's a, I mean, not that this is not that the opponent's deck is, extremely popular in the meta right now, but Decay it being quite versatile, quite useful. Over like another Go for the Throat or whatever. Okay, so that's definitely good for us that our opponent did that. I think I'll just Dread Whispers here. Oh. And yeah, pretty nice draw with Thoughtseize. Okay, and they don't really have too much, it looks like. Okay, I'll play Trespasser. So with Maze's End, we do have Trophy that interacts with it pretty much perfectly. Otherwise, I guess Pithing Needle works. Stops them from searching with it. Then I guess probably bring in like Duress, Liliana's. Seems about it. They went 2 top with that Rakdos Guildgate. At least the opponent has good taste in their Guildgate arts, fortunately. Okay, Questing Beast is pretty nice. Let's start with an attack. I don't think I'll be playing that this turn. Kind of my philosophy lately with QBs. If we don't need to play it right away, then like if we have other creatures to play, just play the other creatures first because of haste. Kind of the same thing with Sheoldred. Most often you just want to play your Sheoldred first, unless the opponent, you know, is at 4 and has no blockers available. Okay, 4 colors. Gain 3. 5 colors, escape to the wilds. Okay, so there's a Maze's End. They play it. And I play this guy. Because how many gates do they have? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So not very many to worry about. I think we probably just want to trophy the ram and keep pressuring the opponent. They're pretty far off from getting us with Maze's End. Even if they play, yeah, even like 2 guild gates, we should be fine. I think we have this one under control. So this is just, yeah, if you control 10 or more gates with different names. So different names is the, oh, this is from hand, so they can't even go with the Simic. Oh, they just have Simic from hand, okay. So now they have 8 guild gates, or just 8 gates with different names. Remember, these only count as 1. They have another escape. A Golos. Okay, so now a 9. But we have 3 lethal attackers. Probably get a Plaza. What'd they get? Wait, what was that? Did they get Selesnya? Ooh, did they get us? With Golos, I guess. Ooh, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they got us. Wow. Okay, yeah, I guess I didn't really have Golos on my radar. So wow, okay, impressive from the opponent there. They got us. I guess, I think we were still supposed to not trophy the Maze's End there and have them dead next turn, but yeah, good on them for having that. Okay, so I think, like I said, like Pithing Needle isn't the best, but at least it turns off the activation of Maze's End. Edict can be a fine removal spell. Don't think I want Tear Asunder. Maybe it's actually kind of okay. And then there's really not too many bad cards. I think I'll just cut all my pushes. Maybe like a Scooze and Trespasser. Yeah. Okay, I'll keep this a little slow. And we need to hit land drops, but we have a lot of utility here. Okay. Okay, sweet. Let's start with... Oh, I should have started with Thoughtseize, my bad. Okay, wow. So this doesn't hit Planeswalkers, right? Yeah. I think I just want to take the Growth Spiral and the Joint Exploration. And then hope that Liliana can just clean up the rest of these cards, just especially Ugin. And yeah, I think I'll just slam her down here. Discard, probably just Scooze. We boarded out Scoozes, right? No. Oh yeah, one. Okay. And they discard Ugin. Okay. So I'm not sure how many ways of interacting with Liliana they have. So if they hit their land drop, they can march Glissa. So don't really want to play her as a blocker here. I think I'll probably just plus away the trophy right now. Okay, and then pass turn. I mean, yeah, we could play Glissa now. And I guess this is 4/4 right now, so they are a little unlikely to be able to kill Liliana. They would need exactly gate plus removal, so I think I'll take the chances and play Glissa. Okay, there's a gate. Looks like no removal though, which is great for us. Needle. Okay, let's just plus, I think I'll just plus this away. And they have exploration, okay. Two top, okay. That's pretty good. Let's attack. Yep. And pass turn. Yeah, you know, Maze's End can kind of kill out of nowhere. I've definitely had that experience in previous rare matchups I've had against them. Gates Ablaze, okay. And now we're just going all in on the Liliana. All the Liliana haters out there can tell me she's not, or tell me a card like Run and Realmbreaker is better here. They draw two. It's pretty good. That's actually like a really good draw for them. Incredible draw, actually. I think we ultimate here, right? I'm not really sure what piles we should do. I'm thinking something like this. Then they probably just keep the 4 lands. Or maybe, let's go. So this is, that's just blue mana, right? Let's go like this, maybe. Oh. Yeah, okay. So they probably keep the 4 lands, I would say. Yeah, okay. Dang. Okay, another Guild Summit is really good here. Draw another card, and there's a Maze's End. Dreadknight is really nice though. Let's go Dread Whispers, draw plus, and they discard a Grazer. Okay. Okay, just go Maze's End. Which is good, because it draws them cards. Okay, so we drew Boseiju. Sorry about that interruption. Just a really good draw. The question is, do we go after Maze's End or just Guild Summit? I think probably at this point it's just going to be Guild Summit. They have 4 gates. I think we have to go for the Guild Summit. It's just going to draw them into their way out here. Discard a ram. Interesting. So that kind of makes me think they have another in hand. Five mana. Escape. Looks like it. Okay, there's another Guild Summit. Looks like they can't play any spells this turn, but they get 2 more gates. I guess just 1 more with Maze's End. Yeah, I guess we just kind of have to plus away and attack. Gates ablaze, so swing for 7. Not feeling the best about it. But at least we have somewhat of a clock going. Would love to try removal for this ram. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gates. Is this Ugin? Wow, okay. Well, I think that probably seals the deal unless we draw. So we brought in Tear Asunder, we have trophies. I think that's about it. Questing Beast? No. Oh, I guess do have Cottage. Okay. So it's actually not the end of the world. They only have 1 card in hand. Don't think it really matters what we exile. They have a lot of mana. It's a good draw. Yeah, and Cottage there was better than Hive. For what that is worth. Okay. Takenuma. It's not bad actually. Let's go for that. Probably get back Liliana if I had to assume. We milled over another Liliana and Dreadknight. I think it's just Liliana. We just need to draw like Sheoldred, Questing Beast, just ways to pressure them before they can get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 more gates. I guess they're still a bit of a ways off from getting this Maze's End to win. Interesting game though. Interesting matchup for sure. Okay, 7. And a pass. Okay, let's actually Thoughtseize first. Okay. So Thoughtseize first, just because they can do the Maze's End trick to potentially hide a card in hand, although that would be pretty unlikely because they would have to discard the Maze's End. And our life total is like not much of a problem here, so I'm just gonna go for that. Okay, so 8 Guild Gates. Trespasser, that's nice. Yeah, let's play that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so they could go. Could get 9 here. Uh-oh. Golos. Ah. Looks like this does it. Man, these Golos. The Golos is just killing us both times here. Dang. Unfortunate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I guess, did they make a land drop? No, they didn't. Yeah. Let's just go directly on the battlefield, right? Yeah. Oh, man, tough. Tough to just kind of get wrecked by the Maze's End deck. I guess, though, to be fair, both games we had them dead next turn. So it's pretty close. Just kind of want to draw a trophy, and I guess Needle discard, I felt like it was correct at the time, but if we somehow knew the game was going to go long, like it did, then keeping Needle around would have been, you know, very, very nice for us, but that's okay. And I'll see you guys for the next one. Okay, match number 2. On the draw with the Keeper, but we're up against Gigantha, and it looks like Sacrifice, which is not the best matchup. Thoughtseize here is pretty good. Scooze is great though. QB is great in my experience. Our Lilianas aren't too well positioned. Same thing with Glissa, but definitely good to get the data in here for this matchup. So what did they take here? Probably Scooze or Dreadknight, if I had to imagine. I'm guessing, I don't know. Depends on the contents of their hand. If they just have like a Fable, like mid-rangey hand, then they maybe want to take Dreadknight. They have a Cat combo, maybe want to take Scooze. They take Trophy though. Okay. I think that's kind of fine with me. I guess we're gonna have to lead on this Tomb, despite having double Hive, because we are definitely gonna need green mana on turn 2. Castle, Oven, and Unlucky Witness. Okay. So let's go Hive, and I think just Dreadknight. Just do our thing. Drawing Decay was great though for Oven, or if they have Fable here, which they pretty much always do. Okay. So think I just want to decay the Fable. Pass turn. So they sacrifice Witness, getting just lands. Okay, wasn't that bad. Looks like they may be kind of flooded, potentially. I think I'll just play Scoos. Play Scoos, and then I suppose I will play my Hive, and not another green source. Because there's only one creature in the graveyards right now. Although that can change. I have a claim. That's unfortunate. Yep. This is up there with the most feel-bad cards of Pioneer, I would say. Okay, they're swinging in though. I'll trade with the Shaman. Did you do that to before damage or after? I think that was after damage. And then just pass. Okay. Liliana was not bad of a draw. I think I still want to go Dreadknight, or Dread Whispers here. See what I draw, another Dreadknight, and then probably just go Liliana Edict. They probably will draw off Castle. Yeah, that seems kind of fine by me. They don't have any cats in the graveyard to bring back. So this is kind of fine. And we've got them on cards at the moment in terms of the resource game plan, or resource war, I guess you could say. But they of course have a lot of inevitability, which we still have to fight through. And they're at 13. What is this? Oh, so Kenzen. Okay, sure, it's not bad. Okay, Liliana gone. And then let's go with another Dread Whispers here. Push. Okay, so let's just go double Dreadknight. Push was nice though. Also have a Heartless Act in case they draw Mayhem Devil, which would be pretty good here. But now at least we have some board presence. Yeah, seems like they're kind of flooding out just a bit. They're gonna castle? Yeah. quite sure what they're thinking about here, if anything. Looks like nothing. Okay, let's just go fire up Hive and start trying to get them dead as quickly as possible. Do we even push here? I say we do. Alright, opponent. Swinging for 9, a chump block, they could gain 3. I guess maybe even. What is this? Okay. Maybe 6 if they want to. Oh, and this has. Oh, I forgot. Completely forgot Dreadknight just randomly has trample. I honestly have not thought about that. Like, ever? Since catching this. Wow, okay. So it's quite relevant there. That's actually quite nice. Thoughtseize, don't care about that. They take Heartless Act. And what you got? What you got? Devil, sure. So they could get 2 sacrifices. I guess 3. No, just 2. Oh, okay. So a lot more. Wow. Mayhem Devil and Deadly Dispute as last 2 cards is pretty good. We'll say that. If we could get like another Heartless Act off top, we probably have them dead if they don't have push in hand. Oh no, what is this? But in terms of like value, like we still have them here. Kroxa, that's pretty good. And they're going after me. So what does that mean? They just left us with the Dreadknight. Oh. Okay. Do they have like a push or something? Sheoldred was a fantastic draw, but I'm kind of thinking of what to do. I guess we start by attacking then. They have to have push in hand or something. Don't really care about this Kroxa in the graveyard, so I'm not going to activate Hive or Cottage. I think I'm just going to attack, and like, if they want to push this, then they're like pretty much dead to Sheoldred. Unless they draw an additional push. And then otherwise they just have to trade, which is great for us. Yeah, okay. Let's go Sheoldred and then Dreadknight, or Dread Whispers. So now they have push. Dang, they're waiting on the push. Wow, going to 1 is pretty risky. But I guess props to them. And we're actually almost dead. Yeah, if we don't draw anything. Because they swing for 3, put us to 5, then Kroxa puts us down to 2. And I think, no, we're actually dead. Wow. Oh, are we dead now? So, 2, yeah, we're still dead. Interesting. So what were we supposed to do there? Anything different? They just had nuts, like, with a push in hand. I don't know if we were supposed to do anything different. Wait, they're gaining life? What? Oh, before... Wait, this is after damage. Are they... Am I missing something? Oh yeah, they have a food token. Okay, sure, yeah, that's another way of doing it. Huh, tough. I feel like we were supposed to still go for that. Yeah. Yeah. Tough. I mean, they just kind of kill this out of nowhere. And... yeah, let me know if there's anything I could have done there. I'm not sure if there was. Okay, well... nevertheless, we have sideboard. And we get to try out Shaper Sanctuary, which is pretty exciting. This is definitely a matchup where I would love a card like this. Tear Asunder's nice. I think that's probably it. Maybe Invokes. Maybe not, though. I think definitely you want to cut some Lilianas and a couple Thoughtseizes. And then Glissa. Trim like a Glissa. And then how about maybe just like one Invoke Despair. Man, really close last game. Okay, I'll keep a little slow, but I'm not gonna mulligan this one. Yeah, I guess you definitely have to be careful sometimes with Sacrifice if they have Devil and a bunch of permanents on the battlefield. Ooh, it's a pretty good hand. So either taking Fable or Obnixilis here. I guess let's take Fable, because that's their only creature right now to sacrifice, although they can quite easily draw into one. To the Obnixilis, that is. But Obnixilis is a bit difficult to deal with. We do have Questing Beast, but they do have double push, which is a little annoying. But no revolt yet. So I think I like that decision. Okay, I drew Fable anyways, alright. Fair enough, I guess. Drew Tear Asunder. Okay, gosh, do I just Tear Asunder this Shaman token? I feel like I do. So these are the cards in their hand. What a terrible draw for us. Nah. That's tough. I think I'll probably just Tear Asunder here. The Fable, because they're going to get Revolt anyways on Chapter 3. And then do I play Scooze out just to get a Fatal Push out of the way? They could still double spell. I guess I'll just do that to have, you know, at least one of these survive, hopefully. But they can just go double push here if they wanna, if they don't care about ward. They could also just go Obnixilis, which would actually be pretty good for us because we have QB. They're gonna claim. Oh, they claim into Obnixilis. Yeah, it's I don't know how I missed that, but yeah, that's pretty good. I don't think I would have done anything different though. I guess with that I would have Tear Asundered. No, I think yeah, that's fine. Tough. Really tough. I guess, yeah, I didn't even see that. I probably should have... Because we knew about the claim plus Ob Nixilis, so maybe I just shouldn't have played out with Trespasser. I think I will trade here, actually. It's just where both lines are put us in pretty poor positions, unfortunately. Okay, so they have Treasure Token, perfect for Fatal Push. Oopsies. Okay, 2 pushes in hand. Ooh, wow. They kind of just had everything for us. A little unfortunate here. Yeah, like, don't even want to play this out. I guess I would, like, rather have them kill Sheoldred. But with that logic, do I just play Trespasser out? I'm gonna go Trespasser. So they have 2 push, 1 unknown in hand. I think I'm just gonna continually lose 2 life here. Down to 10. Draw a Harvester. It's pretty good. Yeah, that's really tough. That's their second revolt piece now for the second fatal push. Man, okay, guess I'm just gonna play Sheoldred and pass. I think that's like the best I could do. Sacrifice is tough. Tough. Especially when they have draws like this. Just like plenty of interaction for our creatures. And really good draws otherwise. Yeah, I mean, I obviously should have seen the claim into Ob Nixilis, but I feel like I wouldn't have even like played it differently. It's just they had, wow, and Deadly Dispute. Or did they only have 1 push in hand? I guess I kind of missed that. I think I still would have done the same thing. Okay, command. Okay, I'll concede there. Tough matchup. They definitely had good draws, and I definitely kind of missed a couple things on my part, so I do apologize about that. But I don't think I would have really played anything too differently. But yeah, sucks. But I'll see you guys for the next one. Okay, match 3. Let's try to turn this one around. On the play, we can keep this one. I feel like this is the same exact hand we had last game. Yeah, definitely not going to mulligan this one, but it's not too fast, too beautiful, but definitely will keep it. Seachrome Coast. Skrelv. Okay, Mox Amber. Oh. Research Desk. Okay, so it looks like some type of combo deck. So like Ascendancy is what I'm thinking. Man, I wish there was more combo in meta. I feel like I always wish that as a mid-range player. That's a cool one. And there's a Rona. Okay. Wow, good start from them. Glissa, I guess. Yeah. Good scoos for this, but I think if they want to go for this, they could easily play around scoos activation, so I'm just not going to do that. I guess, does Sheoldred stop their combo? Take their time. Oh, okay. So this is till the end of your next turn you can play it. Gotcha. Wow, and Emery. Jeez. Untaps Rona. Wow, okay. Impressive. Traction Helix. Consider Archaeologist, okay. And they... Ooh. They could have... I guess they could still go dig through time next turn. Wow. That's pretty impressive. For sure. Dreadknight. Okay, let's start with an attack. I guess they only have one card in hand. Questing Beast, okay. Just go Sheoldred, I guess. We could go Scoos 2 activations, put them down to 5 cards in the graveyard, but they could still just dig through time, so let's just go for Sheoldred. I guess Scoos could have gotten around like Emery a bit better. Another Mox Amber, okay. But I think long term, Sheoldred is the best, and at least it disrupts like the Rona part of the combo. If they are a combo, I don't think I've ever seen them like necessarily combo off. But we'll see. Okay, and they just had Ascendancy. Dang, wow. So they go what? Mox Amber now. I get back Desk. Untap. But yeah, they... Is it a May draw card with Ascendancy? Yeah, it is a May. Okay. So let's see if they do that. They don't. Okay. But yeah, now they just have... Okay, now here's the combo. So they just have infinite power among their creatures, seems like. Tough. Guess if I knew they had Ascendancy in hand, it would have just gone for Scoos. That would have disrupted the combo. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. So this is, I think I'll just concede then. And they just, yeah, they just never draw. Okay, so I guess Sheoldred was not the play there. Fair enough. Alright, so Duress, Needle, Tear Asunder, Edict is maybe okay, Liliana, definitely. Probably trim on like 3 Dreadknights. Scoos is great though. Or yeah, and then like maybe 2 QBs is fine. Have a lot of removal, but I think I'm okay with that. Okay, yeah. So that last game was a bit of inexperience on my part in this matchup, but also they just had like a really good draw, and having Ascendancy in hand like that is, you know, wasn't really expecting that. I was more worried about the dig through time. Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Oh gosh, what is... Okay, I guess I'm gonna take that. It's a little worrisome. I guess I could have needled this though. Would they still... I could have needled that. It's okay though. Can needle Desk. Probably just not gonna do that though. So main phase Desk, Rona, I could cast that next turn, looks like. And I'm just gonna go Glissa. So I can Needle Rona next turn. Okay. And Scooze is nice. So let's swing in. Whoopsies. Whoa. Okay, Rona, there we go. And then Scooze. They have to do that sorcery, so I guess I'll just do this now. Don't think they could combo off with all my protection. So let's go like that. Consider, okay. And keeps one card on top. Okay, and I can see it. Pretty good for us there. Thoughtseize Needle and Pressure. Any changes? Path of Peril could actually be like not bad. I think I'm gonna just wait. I had 61 cards today. Okay, who missed that? Because I definitely did. So we're on the draw. I'll just cut a Questing Beast. Cut all 3 Questing Beasts seems fine. Yeah, I guess I'll keep this one. On the draw, so having 2 lands isn't too bad. On the play, I probably wouldn't keep. But Thoughtseize into Liliana and having 1 removal spell, you know, seems good enough. So let me play tap land. Okay. We're just gonna kill that with Heartless Act. Decay is really good. This is like, you guys remember in the early days of Pioneer when Ascendancy combo, far different from this deck, but when Ascendancy combo with like, what was it, Sylvan Awakening was popular, Decay is just like premium interaction against them. This is, get a non-creature, non-land. Let's get Helix back. So land would be great, of course. But we'll see if we could get there. Yeah, they do get Helix. Okay. No land. Okay, let's go Thoughtseize then. Okay. I guess I will take the Retraction Helix. It's kind of like the only thing that does anything right now. So I guess I could activate this or just cycle Triome. I'd assume they just want to cycle the Triome. I drew a Soul Cauldron. Ooh, that's pretty good actually. So they can make a Rona out of this Archaeologist, looks like. Wow. That's a pretty good draw. Yeah. Yikes. At least we have Decay, but this is just going to permanently be a Rona now. Wow. So I think if we draw land, I go Edict. If not, just Decay the Cauldron. I think that makes the most sense. That way it can be mana efficient if we do draw land, but if not, we just get like the most powerful card on the battlefield out of the way. Okay, so opponent lost connection for a little bit there, but we drew land. It's Boseiju, so kind of tempting to just use it there, but I think we're just going to go with the plan that we laid out, Liliana Edict, and then just use Decay on the Cauldron. This works not very well for us if they have another creature. They could just, you know, do the Cauldron again, but I think this makes the most sense with just us not hitting land drops. I definitely want to be mana efficient here. I guess they could technically make this a creature. Yeah, it's fine. So attack into Liliana. Oh, but they are gonna use this to tap or attack? One to the top, okay. Okay, nice. I mean, now we can just play Sheoldred, which may be just a bit better than going Decay. Yeah, I think so. Just kind of not worry about the Cauldron right now. And so this is creatures. Yeah, so they could just activate this again and draw. I think that'd be fine though. Get Emery or Consider. They'd probably go for Emery here. Yeah. Emery. Sorry if you could hear the outside noise. Mox Amber. Okay, so just the desks in the graveyard. Still have a Triumph in hand. And what is this? Unearth, okay. Consider. Okay. So far so good. Sure, drawing a lot of multiples here. So again, we can just go Edict on the Emery instead of Decaying. So we know they have Triumph in hand and one unknown that consider they could play. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. Honestly, at this point, I think the Emery is a bit more worrisome than the Cauldron. I guess they can just make this a creature, though, and exile Emery, but they would just be getting Desk, and I guess they'd just be digging into their combo more, but this allows me to... I guess I should have attacked first, actually. But this allows us to be a bit more aggressive and keep the creatures as clear as possible, making like them drawing an Ascendancy a bit worse. So I think I like our odds here, but could definitely be incorrect and just not straight up decaying the Cauldron. It just feels a bit better to do this now. Okay, so are we dead? Don't think so. So they can't activate Mox Amber right now. They just go for a Consider. So remember, this is a May on Ascendancy. Oh, they're gonna draw though. Okay, so they're gonna draw off Ascendancy, but they have to draw off Consider. So this is 4 life. Discard a Seacrum Coast. I don't think they could kill us right now. Put another coast in the graveyard, take another 2. Play Triumph. Looks like they're done. Feels like they're done. They are done. Okay, cool. And we have lethal. Withdrawing land there. So do we just go for it? I don't think they would have any... Yeah, I think there's literally, I guess Lightning Axe is the only thing that, no, even with the plus, Lightning Axe doesn't do it. And we can even exile the desk for whatever that's worth. Alright, sweet. So it feels good to get that one. Definitely a bit of a complicated matchup. Really cool that the opponent's going with the Soul Cauldron game plan with the Ascendancy combo. And yeah, see you guys for the next one. Okay, match number 4. On the play with the 2-lander. Probably have to put this one back. Ooh, to a 1-lander, nice. To another 1-lander. On the play, wow, do we go down to 4? I think so. As unfortunate as that is. I think I'm going to keep 2 lands and then Dreadknight Glissa. Opponent kept 7. If we have a Thoughtseize here, I'll probably just concede. Just conceal information. I guess it doesn't matter that much. Because I probably think we're Rakdos anyways. Okay, Canal. Okay, land. Do I want to get max value? They could have Spell Pierce. I think probably just have to go for the highest upside play. Opt, okay. So it looks like Phoenix, which is a pretty good matchup for us. I'd say we're favored just a bit. They go 1 to the top, and we get a Questing Beast. Okay. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of Phoenix lately, which is pretty cool. They have 12 cantrips now at sleight of hand. Okay. And yeah, I think it is a pretty good matchup for us. So, I mean, they could very easily have removal whenever they want. So, I think I'm just going to be mana efficient, play Glissa, and see what happens. Yeah. Could have gone Dreadknight. It's close though. They didn't have like a thing in the ice or Electric Shredder last turn, so leaving up push didn't seem too good to me. Lightning Axe. Okay, they have Phoenix in the graveyard though. Thoughtseize. Actually, it's a pretty nice draw. Let's start with that. Okay, wow. So lots of removal. I'm just going to take the pieces. Second pieces. Play Dreadknight. And pass. Sorry if I sound a little out of breath. Trying to do push-ups in between matches here. So iteration doesn't look like it's going to be doing too much. I think we're fine right now despite being on the move into 4, but yeah, I mean, I guess Dreadknight's kind of potentially, oh, they could just, yeah, exile it like this. Okay, at least it's a 2-for-1 though. Oh, they're gonna just get back 2 Phoenixes and do this. Okay, yeah, that's a way of doing that. So they just have iteration in hand, but they have 2 Phoenixes. And we're down to 11. And we did not draw untapped land. Ooh, okay. And okay, I think I'll just concede there. Fair enough, wasn't really expecting to win. Okay, so I've been liking my duresses against Phoenix, usually 2, sometimes 3. I think for this one I'll try out the 3rd one, just to get some data. I think Edict is good for us. So they do have a lot of removal, but it's not really like a mid-range matchup, so I'm not sure if Shaper Sanctuary is all that good, to be honest with you. I do like Extinction Events a lot, actually. I've been kind of on that plan recently. And then you could probably trim like a Dreadknight, a Glissa, and maybe 2 QBs. Oh, and then Decay is actually not the best removal spell. Let's just go 2nd QB. Usually I don't like Decay against Phoenix, just because it doesn't kill, you know, Phoenix, the most important card to kill. Okay, so 2-lander, but we could cast all of our spells, so we're going to keep 2 lands. Ooh, a Ral. So we have 2 discard spells. I'm kind of tempted to go pieces plus cruise, potentially. Although I guess a Ral can be a problem. Don't currently have an answer to that. I think I'll just take pieces for now. And then do we not take Treasure Cruise? Is there a world where we don't do that? I'm not sure. I think I'm just not going to take the Ral. I think I will just go Cruise, play land. Drawing Questing Beast makes the Ral a bit less scary. There's a Phoenix in the graveyard who... Sleight of hand. Shocks ends the events. Okay. Okay, I mean, drawing land is great. Currently just have a bunch of removal though. That's not really doing too much. An opt, okay. What's the top? Oh, and they just drew just perfect Treasure Cruise mana, leaving Phoenix in the graveyard. That's pretty annoying. It's pretty annoying, but we have a pretty good draw with Trespasser. Take that Phoenix and pass turn. One card on top, interesting. I have 8 cards in hand, which is quite a bit. Another opt. I can't bring a lot, that's a scratch at the bottom. And pass, but shocks instant events. So what does that mean? They have cantrip plus lightning axe or something? Not drawing land is a little disappointing. At least Sheoldred is like good in this matchup though. So it looks like a lightning axe. Discards a land, which is good. And then for ward, let's see what they discard. A Jace Wielder of Mysteries. Wow, okay. Was not expecting to see that card. So I guess a clean 3 for 1, if you're not counting, you know, filling up the graveyard for Treasure Cruise. And yeah, looks like they're just gonna go Ral. Okay. So what does this even do? They get a card, then 1 in the graveyard. Goes up to 6 loyalty though. And then they could kill something. Okay. So land, should have specified what type of land would be nice there. It's okay. So the thing is now, even if we questing beast, they could still kill it. I guess that would be sacrificing the Ral though, so should be fine at the moment if they don't have either Lightning Axe or multiple removal spells. They did put a card on top though. And, okay, pieces of the puzzle. And there's a Phoenix. Okay, so let's go questing beast. Attack them. Deal 4 to Ral. Do they have lightning axe? Seriously? Discarding Phoenix too. Wow. Okay. Yikes. That's kind of crazy. They've already gone through 1 lightning axe. Oof. Okay. Another piece is they get opt and lightning axe. So they're gonna get 2 Phoenixes so far. Only 2. But they're drawing a lot of cards. I mean, I have 15 cards in their deck. Can we try to... I guess they have an emblem next turn though. That's just gonna kill us. I was gonna say we could try to deck them, but at this point it's probably not very feasible. Okay. Variance was not really on our side this game. I guess both games, right? Dang. So anything we play here is just going to die to the removal. Okay, I'm just going to concede. No need to play that out any longer. Unfortunate, but I think variance was just not on our side this match. But yeah, I'll see you guys for the next one. Okay, match number 5. Whew, man, lots of hands we've had to mulligan in this league. You know, it has not been going too well, to be quite honest with you, with all you guys, but that's okay. I think we were meant to see some variance and just some bad matchups at some point, of course. Ooh, and the old Elvish Mystic. Turn 1, and we have 2 trophies as our only removal spells. Eesh, does not feel good. Into... Don't be troll, okay. Okay, so at least we could kill Kiora. And Edict the Elf. So they can only have 4 mana next turn. Man, don't you just love going 1 and 3 and then seeing mono green in your last match? It's okay though. We actually, like, we're on the play and we're actually kind of not in terrible shape right now, so it's not the worst. Blossoming Tortoise. Ooh, that's a spicy one to get like a lair. Huh. I have not seen this from mono green yet. For the ones who are sticking around for this match, there may be a video coming out pretty soon that I've been collaborating with one of the patrons of the channel that, you know, features this card, which is pretty cool. Okay, what are we gonna do here though? Discarded it Forest. I guess we're gonna have to kill that. Trophy it. Or do we just play Trespasser to block? I think I'm supposed to trophy. Man, that's actually kind of bad for us right now. Another tortoise. Okay. So, I get it back at Forest. Interestingly enough, these tortoises, wow, and they have to make those two, make our Extinction Events a bit more awkward post-board. Or at least just that whole plan, right? So they can make layer, oh god, like 5/5? No, they're not going to do that just yet. 4/4. And troll. Gosh. Okay, so I guess I hope they are gonna go both at Liliana. Yeah, okay, they played it. They played it safe. I think I'm just gonna concede. Gonna be pretty hard to come back from that one. Okay, so trim Dreadknights. In fact, probably just want to go like 3 or even none. Questing Beast's a little awkward as well. Although, on the play, actually, I think QB is probably fine. I think I just probably want to trim like 2 Lilianas and maybe like a Trespasser. Or actually, let's just even go 1 Trespasser, 2 Lilianas on the play. Yeah, I guess we could keep 3 cards we could play, have 2 draws to see a land. It's not bad. If we do hit land, then we're just like in the driver's seat forever with Glissa on the play. Wow. Okay, I guess let's just take Elf. They'll play the other Elf. Could push that one. And I was hoping to draw, excuse me, hoping to draw a second black source there, so I could Thoughtseize away the Haven. This is probably the worst draw I could have had, but that's okay. Just really need to draw lands. No. Huh. Gosh. Guess I'll take Kiora. I think that buys us the most time if they don't draw a land. I did draw a land though. And okay. At least at least we're not completely out of it. I don't know, am I just not supposed to keep my opening hand? I feel like I had reasons to keep it, but kind of unfortunate. But they just have card in hand. And I guess I pass turn. So what are they gonna get? Just Sky Serpent, okay, fair enough. Whew. Let's see if they attack now. So if we Heartless Act the Cavalier, they just get back like another Karn or Tortoise. I don't think that's very good for us. They already have a bunch of mana, so I think I'm just gonna like kill Troll here, despite giving them a bit more mana. Okay. Land is good. And at this point, I probably... No. I think just get... I was going to say probably have to attack with Glissa. If they block, they just get back second Karn. Maybe that's okay though. And if they don't, we just kill this one. Maybe that's okay, just like the tempo play is a bit better than if we draw black untapped source next turn. We could actually maybe be ahead. Obviously, you should have thought this out before playing Sheoldred, but it shouldn't matter too much. And I like attacking here just because Glissa is going to die next turn anyways, most likely, if we do nothing. So, don't mind this too much. And they're thinking about it, seemingly, so... they can make Lair blocker though, which is like I think the line they're supposed to take here. But yeah. Maybe I've been talking to some of you guys in the comments about adding a shadow, a misery shadow in the board for, oh, they do for, okay, sweet. So I guess that's kind of fine for us, right? It doesn't feel good necessarily, but I think it's not too bad. But yeah, shadow put out of the board can be nice against mono green and sacrifice, obviously, which are two pretty popular decks at the moment, of course. Probably the two best decks. I haven't seen Midrange in quite some time, so maybe we could trim some. I guess we already trimmed. Oh, they get a Kiora. How interesting. I guess we already trimmed one Invoke Despair, so yeah. So why'd they get Kiora? I guess they could go Kiora into Sky Sovereign. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Okay. So they're not getting Leveler too quickly, which makes me think they don't have another land. Right? Yeah, why did they get Kiora? I'm not completely sure. Nightstone and Meekstone. Okay. That's not terrible. So they go... They're not playing Kiora first. I think they should play Kiora first. Yeah, okay. So they're gonna have 6 mana. And then they probably go kill Sheoldred, right? They kill Glissa. Okay, interesting. Alright, so they have Mightstone, Meekstone in hand. So, yeah. Extinction Event wasn't the best draw. Guess I'll have to kill Karn. Play Glissa, and then they probably just have enough mana to go kill Sheoldred with Mightstone, Meekstone, make layer 3/3, attack with Sky Sovereign. Yeah, which obviously kind of sucks. They just have a backup card? No, okay. Do they have enough mana to do that? Oh, I guess they don't. Okay, never mind. Right? No, they do. No, they don't, because they'd have the Hive, the lair. Sorry. So 4 mana. Troll. Okay, that's pretty good. And an elf. Secretly really good here. Oh, and of course, now they, yeah. Okay, well, that's probably gonna put us out of it, unfortunately. Yeah. So I think we're supposed to go for Extinction Event here. Odd. And then invoke next turn. Although, how big can they make their lair? Fairly big. Oh, I just have a card. Okay. Man. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I think I'll just concede here. They get like leveler and blah blah blah. Okay. A pretty crummy league, but I will talk to you guys in the wrap-up. Okay, so post-league got our first negative league. A little bit unsuccessful here in this one. But it's okay. Kind of can expect some variance here and there, and just some pretty poor matchups. I think going forward, I would actually like to try out Misery Shadow over Scooze, just because like Scooze is great and it makes a lot of sense theoretically in terms of gaining his life back with Dread Whispers, and you know, Glissa, Castle Locthwain, Overgrown Tomb, Thoughtseize, whatnot. But it may not be incredibly well oriented just up against like mono green and sacrifice. It hasn't helped too much, although like I said, we didn't really see Scooze too much against those two decks, so obviously it's gonna, you know, waver and wane, or wax and wane, in terms of how successful a card like Scooze is going to be against those matchups. But I think Shadow may just be a bit better, specifically against those matchups, but maybe a bit more poor just overall in the deck in general, and maybe a bit more poor overall in the meta in general. So it's kind of like a trade-off just a bit. Unfortunately did not see Shaper Sanctuary, although I think I will probably test out this card just a bit more. Cards that I think are on my radar to cut are like Path of Peril, Invoke Despair. I think Edict's probably mostly fine. I think I do still like my 4th Liliana out of the board. Haven't seen too much control lately, but this card has just been really good against the combo decks, so I don't really mind that too much. Bankbuster have not brought in a long time. Tear Asunder is just like okay. So yeah, I guess these 4 cards are probably on my radar to cut or just try new things over them. And yeah, I guess that's kind of it. Sorry about the lack of good quality matches here, but I always want to, you know, have a realistic set of matches and just overall leagues for you guys, just because I know it can be quite dissatisfying and just overall not a good experience sometimes on the rock, just because our deck is not too well oriented or too concrete in the meta in terms of a list that we can really kind of stick to and know that it'll be not bad whatsoever. So wanted to get out the content for you guys, and I know I haven't posted in quite a few days. And yeah, with that being said, hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much.